Hi, I'm Bevan Valentine Jalbert, and I'm one of the editors of Paprika Southern. Oh, there's a buddy. Today, I'm in my kitchen, and I'm going to be making a dinner made of leftovers. Probably should have been making more of a plan of what I'm going to do with all these. I kind of know what I'm going to do. I've actually got the oven preheating already at 400, and the first thing I want to do is get some pistachios just roasting so that they can develop a little bit of flavor. That's going to be my crunchy element. Okay, it's almost preheated, so I'm just going to set the timer for 8 minutes. For the leftovers, we had this black beans and sweet potato from a salad I made last night. Beans are just unseasoned, uncooked from the can, and then the sweet potatoes, those were roasted in the oven and they were spiced up and seasoned. A little bit of white rice. This is our salad dressing from last night. These were some leftover tomatoes, some steamed broccoli that's been in there for a minute, but it seems okay. And I also have some onion action, some garlic, avocado, some eggs, and some really nice greens, microgreens, which are going to be the star of the show. I wanted to kind of use up all the bits and bobs that we have in our refrigerator with this recipe, just because since we've been home all the time with the kind of social distancing, I've been cooking a lot and we keep accumulating a lot of leftovers. So I'm just going to kind of heat that to like medium, and then I'm also actually going to just sort of preheat this. Where was I? Okay, cool. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is just saute up some onion and garlic with some spices, then add in the beans and sweet potatoes, broccoli and rice, maybe add some more seasonings, kind of make a little sort of hash, I guess, out of that, and then fry some eggs, and then we'll put a bunch of stuff on top of it. I thought that sounded good. This pan is starting to get hot. These burners in this oven are just wildly inconsistent. I'm just going to start with some olive oil in this pan. I'm going to use a good amount. And since I preheated the pan, it's almost starting to shimmer. It's really close. I'm not running a knife school here. I'm just making dinner. My point is, don't judge me. So I'm going to just, oh, that was hot. I'll check on the pistachios. I can smell that they are roasty, so I'm just going to set them aside. Got some crushed garlic here, and I'm just going to kind of slice it. The nice thing about working with leftovers is that a lot of the ingredients are already prepped for you, that you don't have to chop up as much. Just going to cut up some of these big guys a little smaller. These look like they're doing good, so I'm going to add the garlic in. And I've got a combination of some whole cumin seeds and whole mustard seeds here that I'm just gonna sprinkle in and let those kind of toast up in the oil for a minute and mingle with the garlic and onion.
What you drinking?
This is a rosé vermouth cocktail. It's a rosé vermouth spritzer with some sparkling grapefruit water, I believe. It's rosé season. Okay, the sweet potatoes had been seasoned yesterday when they were roasted, but the black beans haven't been seasoned at all yet. So I'm going to do some salt. This is kosher salt. some pep. I'm gonna add a little more coriander. When I'm deciding kind of what spices to add, I just go with the things that I already know that I like and I cook with a lot. I'm gonna add the broccoli in, and I'm gonna season the broccoli. Salt and pep. And then I'm also just gonna add in the rice. There's not much rice, but that's fine. We're here for the vegetables and the beans. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of water just to loosen everything up a little because it's starting to get a little bit dry because some of the leftovers were a little dry. I think this part of the dish looks pretty good. So I'm going to just switch these two. I've got this burner just kind of on low because, again, this burner doesn't like to get hot. So I've got it on kind of medium low, and I'm gonna just put a lid on that and keep this warm. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that keep warm, and then I want to fry some eggs. So while I wait for this pan to warm up a little more, so we've got the pistachios. Also just gonna get this avocado going. I had a shallot here, didn't end up using it because I went with my red onion that was already open. So I figured I would use that first. I'm saving my avocado pits instead of in the skins instead of putting them in the compost because I want to do some dyeing with them. I've also got, for topping, I've also got these really nice farmers market greens, which I'm debating whether we should risk going out to the farmers market again this weekend because they're just really what's bringing me joy right now. Some of them are pea shoots, I think. Scallion, amaranth is definitely the pink one. They're all really good. Protect the microgreens. Go out and cook. Finish cooking for a minute, and this nonstick pan like loves to have things stick. Those are gonna hang out and cook. Finish cooking for a minute, and I'll start assembling the dish. Move over pistachios. So I've got the kind of hash situation, some tomatoes, avocado, and add the egg. Let's do the egg. This is the leftover dressing. So this is, with the exception of the egg, totally plant-based. This was made with a vegan mayo as the base, and it's got some sweet paprika, salt and pepper, balsamic vinegar, garlic, maple syrup, a few other things. A little lime, drizzle of pistachios, and the pièce de résistance microgreens. Et voilà! That's it.